Hello and welcome back to another video on Series About Salvage. Today's video we're gonna carry on a bit more with this 430i, and that's because I've taken on your advice, and if you remember the other video we talked about the M Performance kit, and a lot of you mentioned it's more important sorting the alloys out, which I completely agree. So I've taken that advice on, but I've still got the M Performance kit. I know quite a few of you disagreed and thought it would be better left alone. Some of you weren't happy with it being the aftermarket kit. Some of you thought, put the kit on. I mean, personally, I want to put it on, so I'm putting it on. But like I said, we are going to refurb these alloys, and we're going to get them dents out, and then we're going to polish the car up as well, because black always looks dull. I mean, it's a bit dusty, but that will really polish up nice, that black. So I have made a start on these alloys, and I wanted to show you a bit of before and after. They're not completely finished yet, but that is what I'm on with at the moment. So I'll show you the alloys, I'll show you some bits of trim for this M Performance kit, and yeah, we're going to get the alloys done, we're going to get the kit on, we're going to get the dents out, and we're going to get it polished up, and it's going to look a cracking car, I hope. Right, wheels. So these are the wheels. I'm sure you'll remember just how bad they are. Disgusting in parts, really badly corroded, a lot of curb rash, yeah, especially around the middle. I mean, there's parts of it you can literally pull the lacquer off. This one's not so much so, the bit there, yeah, they're pretty marked up. Anyway, so obviously these are a diamond cut face, polished face, whatever you want to call it. Luckily, inside the spokes on all the wheels, the actual painted part is perfectly fine. So the plan is we're going to sand down the faces of the spokes, get all of the lacquer off, get that all sanded down nice and smooth, to the point where all the lacquer is off the face. We're going to scuff up the sides so that the new lacquer sticks to it, and then we're going to lacquer over the whole wheel again. Okay? So obviously this is the before. I've already rubbed down 2 wheels. If you look at the difference of that already, you see how there's no corrosion on the bare metal. All the lacquer's been rubbed away, and we're right down to metal, all the way around, looking really nice. Now obviously this isn't lacquered, these 2 wheels are ready for lacquering, but just to give you a bit of an idea of what it will look like, all you need to do is wet up a wheel, and that'll give you the gist of how it's going to look. And you know, I'm pretty happy with that finish, I'll be honest with you. So that's what we will end up with once it's been lacquered. This is just panel white. Obviously it's going to evaporate and dry and give us back matte finish again. But the lacquer will obviously keep it shiny and make it look nice and fresh. So like I said, them 2 are done. I've got 2 more to do. This one and the other front one over there. And I'll just show you a few bits of the trim bits. Have I put some in the boot? I don't know. This is going to be the one that goes under the front bumper. It looks a bit daft like that, I know. It's not that big when it's on, most of it's underneath. We've got the side pieces, spoiler, rear diffuser, everything's very dusty, I'm afraid. Have I put the rear the actual spat covers in here? I had them in my hand the other day, what did I do? Oh, they're there. They're right in front of me. These are the spat, well, I don't know what it's called, but basically, there. I'm going to go over there, like that. So all it's doing is just extending what we've already got, making everything a bit more pronounced, and then obviously the one across the bottom. I think it'll look fine. Not over the top, fine. And then like I said, get them dents out, good clean, a good polish, get that metallic black shining, and it'll look like new, hopefully. So these wheels are taking roughly about an hour each to get to that point. So I mean, I'll throw the camera on just for a couple of minutes whilst I start rubbing this down. I mean, all I'm doing is using an air sander with some pads, different grade pads. So it's nothing exciting really, but I'll put it on for a few minutes just so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and then we'll resume when we're at the point where we need to lacquer them all. I think you get the gist of what I'm actually doing here now. As you can tell just how bad that was round here. You can see it's all gone. It's all gone, right down to metal. Bit more to do there, just get them little grooves out. But again that's a big example of just the difference I'm making. So, but yeah, if you see like there, how it's a bit darker, that's still the lacquer there. So you got to get all the lacquer off right back to metal. Because if you just lacquer over that, you're going to get a darker patch and a lighter patch. So all of it's got to come right down to metal. So this is with the 240 sand grit. I'm doing 500 and then I'm going up to 1200. Now I know you should really go higher than that, a lot higher, but with the 1200 I'm more than happy with the result that I'm getting. So I don't feel it necessary on these wheels for me to go any further when they're wet, like we've already checked. That for me is way good enough. Very happy with it. So that's what I'm doing. This isn't a tutorial. I'm not trying to tell you all how to do it. Just do your own thing. And everyone's happy. But what an improvement, eh? What an improvement over how it was. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to get these finished off now. And I'll do a bit more footage throwing some lacquer on. I'm going to use the proper gun, airline, and lacquer it properly. I'm not going to do it with cans, it never flows nice. Yeah, we'll get some lacquer on it on camera, and definitely well worth doing. And I think I'll be doing the wheels on the blue 220 as well. Might as well, but that obviously won't be in this video. Yeah, right, I'm going to carry on, and you'll get to see them when they're lacquered. Okay, the wheels are now done, lacquered up, dried overnight, and they are now on the car. They look a million times better. All that horrible lacquer peel has gone. If you remember, it was really bad right around the middle here. Are they as good as a professional wheel refurbishment? No. Are they a million times better than they were? Definitely. And I'm more than happy with them. For the sake of, I think, 30 quid in material and a day of my time, they look way better than they were. Bit of lacquer run on a few of them, unfortunately, where I got a bit carried away. But oh, they look, they've had a refresh, haven't they? They're looking a lot better. So yeah, I'm happy with them. So we're now on to the M-Formance kit, which got a bit of a mixed reception on the channel, didn't it? But I'm going to go ahead with it anyway. Worst case, it can come back off. It's not a great deal. It's a very easy kit to put on. And we're going to go straight on and put this front lip on now. And we might as well just do it on camera because it's got 4 screws to hold it on. I've gone to the trouble of actually building it up first for you. You've just got to screw these pieces onto the main bottom piece with all these screws and nuts, both sides. So I've done that up, they're all tightened up. And on the underside, it's just got 4 screws which go through the original screw holes. So I pulled them out there and there on both sides. And this should just go straight back on in the same holes using their supplied screws, and it should only take a minute or two, so let's just do it. See how it looks. Something like that. Let's stay put for a minute whilst I just get a few tools, hopefully. And then they're not long enough. No, they're not long enough. I mean, alright, so I need to find some screws then, don't I? Perhaps these are for the side skirts then, maybe. Yeah, I need to find a few screws now, so bear with me a moment. Okay, we have fast forwarded a little bit. We have now already got the front splitter on and the side skirts are on. The side skirts I couldn't show you because I had to do it on the floor because of the legs of the ramp. And yeah, I found some fixings for the splitter. That's all up and fixed and nice. I don't know if you can see them. Probably can see it. Anyway, we are on to the back now. And I've just removed the original one because I thought it was going to take a bit of time. And literally about 2 minutes and it was off. There is 2 8mm screws from underneath here, 2 8mm screws on the other one side, and then there's 3 10mm in the middle, and then you literally just pull it away from the bumper and it clips out all the way around. It's very easy to do actually. And that's the original. This is the one we're putting on. So I suspect this will just clip in just as easy as the old one came off. So let's put it on camera and get it fit. And then all we've got left is the spoiler, which I've just dried off the boot lid. of the car. I'm going to give that a go in a second as well. But let's go with this first. So it just clips in, just straight in like that from the back. Okay, not as easy as I expected. Everything's a bit too flexible. No. The other one came off so easy. This one's proving me to be a liar. Interesting. Oh, getting there now. Alright, so these clips, they go like up. Alright, so it's quite a tight fit. It is quite a tight fit. I mean, it's there or thereabouts. Yeah, I like it actually. I do like it. I think it does add a bit to the car. It's quite hard to make it out on camera because it's all black. But what I will do now is get this screwed up in place, get it all tight and properly clipped in. Then we can drop it back on the floor and have a good look from, from a distance and see how it looks. Okay, last piece of the puzzle. That's the little spoiler. Now they provide you with this double-sided tape, which I'm not 100% convinced with, if I'm honest. So we'll give it a go. I've dried everything completely, it's all clean. I'll stick it on, leave it a few days. I'm going to give it a good yank then and make sure it won't come off. If it comes off, I've got panel bond. I can bond it on, no issue. It's just we'll try what they send first and see how it goes, really. Need a knife now just to pull that off. There we go, that's one of them. Got on as much tape as I can to give it its best chance possible, so we will see. It seems to have stuck to the spoiler pretty well, in fairness. I don't seem to have much luck with double-sided tape, especially when it's a bit colder like today. If it was middle of summer and you can get the temperature up and get the panel quite warm, they do tend to stick a lot better then, but in this type of climate, it's not the easiest. Oh my god, that's stuck on pretty good then, in all fairness. I'll blank that out. I think that's about right. mean, off the car it looked like a little tiny splitter, I mean spoiler, but on it, it's a decent size really, isn't it? I mean, it seems quite well stuck on there at the moment, so there we go. There we go. Oh, along with them lightly refurbed alloys, I think together they've made one hell of a difference. Again, it's so hard. I don't know if I'm looking at a really tiny screen on the back of the camera, you see, so I don't know how much these are showing up for you, because it's black on black, should I say. Don't know how much of it you can actually see. Probably see it better there. But I really like it. It's subtle, not in your face, but just gives it that bit extra. And I totally get the argument for genuine versus non-genuine. I get that. But can you really tell? And I do think it gives it that bit of extra. It does. I like it. I really do like it. It's going to be a personal preference kind of thing, definitely. Some are going to like it, some of them aren't, some aren't. I totally get that. I really do. I think it's added to the car for definite. And once we've got them dents out, I'm going to give it a good polish, because see, it is quite dull at the moment. It does need a good polish, this car. Blacks are one of them colours that you clean them and polish them up, they look absolutely stunning, blacks. But a couple of years of oxidisation, and no, you can see the difference there. That's gloss black, obviously, but nice, new and fresh. That should be metallic black and should be pretty much to the same level of shine. And we could do a little quick test just so I can show you what I mean. There's a bit of polishing compound on this pad. If I just go ahead and just do a bit of hand polishing here with a bit of paste on it. Bear in mind, obviously the polisher will do a much better job, but for the sake of just a few minutes, I'll just wipe that off and you will see what I'm talking about. So that's just by hand. That was before, that's after. Before, see how grey it looks. After. And like I said, I've only done that little section just by hand. And it's going to make a big difference. Think about the whole car. That's better difference, isn't it? That's before I just did a bit of hand polishing. That's after. So yeah, it's going to make a big difference. It is. So now we are really stuck waiting for this dent man, because I don't want to polish it up until after he's been, because he'll have his suction pads and his mirrors and, you know, stuck on the sides, and I want to polish all them suction pad marks out and stuff as well, you see. but almost there now. So yeah, once he has been, I'll probably then throw the polisher over it and show you the finished article. But I think you've seen inside of it. I haven't cleaned it yet. It needs a clean, but it's been MOT'd. 12 months MOT. I've got the oil and filter over there in the footwell as well. I need to do that yet. But yeah, getting there. Excellent. So yeah, next thing you're going to see is the car completely polished up, cleaned, nice and finished, ready to go. Right, the dent man has been, and I have polished the car, so we are finished with this 4 Series. A stunning car now. Really, really has made it look better, that trim. I know some of you weren't happy with me doing it, but I honestly, hand on heart, you tell me that doesn't look better than it looked before. I think it looks really good. I really do. Obviously helps with the lightly refurbished wheels, but yeah, the paint's come out nice and shiny now with a good polish. And can you see where that dent was on that bonnet? Unbelievable what they can do, you know. That door ding is gone. This one was really like a really small one, to be fair, but this other side was a massive dent. It was somewhere around here. But wow, yeah, it really has done a good job getting them out. It's really finished the car off nicely. Happy with this one. Yeah, I like this car, I really do. I really do like it. The only thing that perhaps it would want is the later tail lights, maybe. But other than that, yeah, I think it looks really good. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, of course, but I think it looks way better with that trim on. Way better. Turned out to be a lovely car. So yeah, all done. I do need to get a little bit of seat dye for that, really, just to tidy it up a bit more, but other than that, we are finished. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed the little series of videos on this car. Quick little fix. Well, it hasn't been quick, to be fair, but there hasn't been a whole lot to do. But what a bonny little thing it's turned out to be. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Massively appreciated. Do drop in your comments what you think about this car now it's actually got the kit on. Have you changed your mind? Or do you still think it'd have been better without? Thanks as always. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.